Hi, greetings, fellow Whovians. Whovian Queen here. Hope I have a good week so far. Well, our look at the 12th Doctor era now continues on with the very first episode of Series 9, The Magician's Apprentice. So first, let's take a look at some prologues here. So the first prologue was just called Prologue. The 12th Doctor has returned to the planet Karn. There, Ohila of the Sisterhood explains that someone has been seeking him across all time and space. She asks the doctor if he will go, insisting, "You owe that creature nothing." He says that he will, but that he will first hang out for a bit. And now on to the Doctor's meditation. Another prologue to this episode, titled The Doctor's Meditation, was released in Russia, Canada, the United States, and Denmark on the 15th and 16th of September 2015, alongside a 380 cinematic release of Dark Water and Death in Heaven. On September 18th, this was released on Facebook in the United Kingdom and also made available through other online channels. In this prologue, the Doctor appears in medieval times alongside Boris, who appears to be a loyal friend, and in the 6-minute clip, questions who he must face, asking whether he faces an old friend or a foe. The Doctor replies that he must meditate, but has trouble doing so. And now let's take a look at the actual episode itself. The Doctor, traveling across a war-ravaged battleground, encounters a young boy trapped in a field of hand mines. After throwing the boy his sonic screwdriver so he could communicate with him, the Doctor encourages the boy and tries to save him, until he learns that the boy is Davros, the future creator of the Daleks, and as a result, abandons him. On present-day Earth, all the planes are frozen in mid-flight. Clara summons unit headquarters to help contact the Doctor. While there, they are contacted by Missy, who need to get unit's attention to arrange a meeting with Clara. At a cafe, Missy asks Clara for help finding the Doctor, as Missy had received his confession dial, the Time Lord's equivalent of a last will and testament, and believes the Doctor may think he is dying. Clara helps Missy track down the Doctor to Essex in 1138. Clara and Missy find the Doctor has spent the last several weeks partying. Colony Sarf, a composite being made from numerous snakes, and an agent of Davros, tells the Doctor that Davros is dying. Sarf presents the Doctor with the sonic screwdriver the Doctor gave to Davros years before. The Doctor feels shame for having abandoned Davros as a boy, and agrees to be taken away. Missy and Clara persuade Sarf to take them as well. As they leave, Boris is revealed to be a Dalek puppet, and secures the Doctor's TARDIS for the Daleks. Sarf takes him to a space station, and the Doctor is led alone to Davros, who shames the Doctor for his actions in the past. Meanwhile, Missy is suspicious of the gravity of the station, and shows Clara that the station is just an illusion, as they are on the planet Skaro, the Dalek homeworld. They are captured by the Daleks and taken to a room where the TARDIS has been procured. The Doctor attempts to plead for their lives, but Davros says he has no control over the Daleks, and Missy, Clara, and the TARDIS are seemingly destroyed. Davros derides the Doctor's compassion as his greatest indulgence, and wants him to confess, finally, that compassion is wrong. On the battleground, the Doctor speaks to young Davros and the Doctor's personal future. The Doctor pulls out a Dalek weapon and vows to save his friend the only way he can. Ooh boy. So now let's take a look at some continuities surrounding this episode. A college soldier is depicted armed with a bow and arrow. This is an allusion to lines spoken by Harry Sullivan in Genesis of the Daleks. They're going to finish off with bows and arrows. Commissar visits the Maldivarium, a bar last seen in 2011's A Good Man Goes to War. This scene features several returning aliens, the Sycorax, the Hath, the Ood, and a Tivolian. The Shadow Proclamation, an intergalactic police force last appearing in 2008's Stolen Earth, also briefly returns, featuring the Shadow Architect from the same episode and a Jadoon. The Sisterhood of Karn, already seen in the 2013 teaser The Night of the Doctor, originally appeared in the 1976 serial The Brain of Morbius. Unit seeks the Doctor using a computer algorithm, plotting on a map of the locations of various crises at which he has been rumored to have appeared. These correspond with locales for many of the Doctor's past adventures: San Martino from the Mask of Mandragora, New York City from The Chase, and Daleks in Manhattan / Evolution of the Daleks, and the Angels Take Manhattan. Very past appearances in Atlantis, the Time Monster, the Andorran Menace, and the Daemons. Davros plays excerpts from his prior conversations with the Doctor's earlier incarnations, ranging from Genesis of the Daleks to the Stolen Earth. Most notably, he shows footage from Genesis of the Daleks of the Fourth Doctor asking the question, if someone who knew the future pointed out a child to you and told you that that child would grow up to be totally evil, to be a ruthless dictator who would destroy millions of lives, could you then kill that child? Several different designs of the Daleks from across the series' history appear in the episode, alongside their creator Davros and their home planet Skaro. The first Dalek shown in the episode is a blue and silver model as first seen in 1963. And now onto some outside references. Clara, upon deducing the Doctor's location and intent, says, "Do not go gentle that good night," the first line of the titular poem by Dylan Thomas. When the Doctor spies Clara and Missy, he plays opening notes to Roy Orbitz's "Oh Pretty Woman." The Doctor's playing electric guitar and teaching medieval people the term dude echoes the movies Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, films featuring two rocker teens who travel back in time in a telephone call box. Sorry, just a sec. Hey! And teach historical figures their customs. Actor Peter Capaldi plays the guitar himself and was part of a punk rock band called the Dream Boys in the early 1980s alongside Craig Ferguson. And now finally onto the production of the episode. Shooting on the episode began on February 12th. To provide the necessary Dalek props, some were taken from the nearby Doctor Who Experience exhibition. Scenes on Skaro's surface were filmed on Tenerife, one of the Canary Islands. Another Canary Islands, Lanzarote, has been used as a filming location twice previously, in 2014's Kill the Moon and in 1984's Planet of Fire. And now finally on to some cast notes. Kelly Hunter had previously appeared as a shadow architect in the Series 4 episode The Stolen Earth, with Julian Bleach also having appeared as Davros in that episode and its conclusion, Journey's End. Claire Higgins plays Ohelia, the sister of Karen in the mini-episode The Night of the Doctor, which is part of the 50th anniversary specials in 2013, and again in the season finale, Hell Bent. Jeremy Reed Quarrel made a subsequent appearance as the Veil in Heaven Sent, the penultimate episode of Series 9. So that's the first episode of Series 9. This episode is kind of interesting, and it is the first of a two-part story, so yeah. But anyway, so overall, I give The Magician's Apprentice 4 sonic screwdrivers out of 5. Well, anyway, tune in next week as we take a look at the conclusion to this story, The Witch's Familiar. Well, hope you enjoyed this review, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share it around, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified when I upload videos, and to help support this channel, then be sure to check out my Patreon page, link is always in the description below. Anyway, until next time, this is Hooving Queen saying, "Oh my giddy aunt! When I say run, run! I've a versatility of the neutron flow. Would you like a jelly baby? Fantastic! Allons-y! Geronimo!" Bow ties are cool, fezzes are cool, and Stetsons are cool.